In the heart of a sleepy town nestled between ancient forests and mist-covered hills, there lay a quaint village named Willowbrook. This village had seen its fair share of mysteries and whispers, but none quite as chilling as the legend of the fog that rolled in from the surrounding woods. It was said that when the clock struck midnight, a thick, unnatural fog would blanket the village, shrouding everything in an eerie silence. Those who dared to venture out into the mist were never seen again, swallowed whole by the swirling tendrils of the night. Among the villagers, there was a young woman named Eliza, who had always been drawn to the mysteries of the fog. She had heard the tale since childhood, and despite the warnings of her elders, felt a strange fascination pulling her toward the unknown. One moonless night, as the clock chimed the witching hour, Eliza found herself standing at the edge of the forest, gazing into the swirling mist that crept ever closer. A sense of trepidation gnawed at her, but curiosity spurred her forward. With each step she took, the fog grew denser, wrapping around her like a cold, clammy embrace. Shadows danced in the haze, whispering secrets that sent shivers down her spine. Yet Eliza pressed on, driven by a desire to unravel the mysteries of the night. As she ventured deeper into the fog-shrouded woods, the familiar landmarks of the village faded into obscurity. Time seemed to lose all meaning, and Eliza felt as though she had stepped into another realm entirely. Suddenly, she stumbled upon a clearing bathed in an otherworldly glow. At its center stood a dilapidated mansion, its windows black as pitch, yet emanating a haunting presence that sent chills down Eliza's spine. Against her better judgment, she approached the mansion, drawn by an unseen force that seemed to beckon her closer. The front door creaked open of its own accord, revealing a yawning darkness that swallowed the feeble light. With trembling hands, Eliza crossed the threshold into the abyss, her heart pounding in her chest. The air inside was thick with the scent of decay, and the floorboards groaned beneath her weight as she ventured further into the depths of the mansion. Strange whispers echoed through the halls, their words indecipherable, yet filled with a sense of foreboding. Eliza's breath caught in her throat as she rounded a corner and came face to face with a ghastly apparition, a specter clad in tattered robes, its eyes hollow sockets that seemed to pierce through her very soul. Frozen in terror, Eliza watched as the specter reached out a skeletal hand, its touch sending a jolt of icy fear coursing through her veins. With a primal scream, she turned and fled, racing through the halls as though pursued by the very shadows themselves. At last, she burst through the front door and stumbled out into the night, the fog swirling around her like a cloak of darkness. Gasping for breath, she collapsed to her knees, her mind reeling from the horrors she had witnessed. From that day forth, Eliza never spoke of her encounter in the fog-shrouded woods, yet the memory haunted her dreams, a constant reminder of the darkness that lurked just beyond the veil of the night. And though the villagers continued to whisper of the fog's mysteries, none dared to venture into its depths again, lest they too become lost to the shadows that dwelled within. In the remote town of Ravenwood, nestled deep within a valley shrouded by ancient forests, there lay a secret that few dared to speak of, a mysterious fog that descended upon the village with each passing night, casting a veil of darkness over the land. Legend had it that the fog was a harbinger of doom, a manifestation of the restless spirits that haunted the surrounding woods. Tales of vanished travelers and spectral apparitions haunted the whispers of the villagers, instilling a sense of dread that hung heavy in the air. Among the townsfolk was a young woman named Amelia, whose curiosity often led her to explore the hidden corners of Ravenwood. Despite the warnings of her elders, she found herself drawn to the mysteries of the fog, determined to uncover the truth behind its enigmatic presence. One fateful night, as the moon hung low in the sky and the fog crept ever closer, Amelia embarked on a journey into the heart of the mist-shrouded forest. Armed with nothing but a flickering lantern and her unyielding resolve, she ventured forth into the unknown. The forest was alive with the sounds of rustling leaves and distant whispers, its twisted branches reaching out like gnarled fingers clawing at the sky. With each step, the fog grew thicker, obscuring Amelia's vision and enveloping her in a suffocating embrace. Yet, she pressed on, guided by an unseen force that beckoned her deeper into the darkness. shadows danced at the edge of her vision, their forms shifting and morphing with each passing moment, as if the very fabric of reality were unraveling before her eyes. As she ventured deeper into the heart of the forest, Amelia stumbled upon a clearing bathed in an ethereal light. At its center stood an ancient oak tree, its gnarled roots twisting into the earth like the fingers of a long-forgotten deity. Beneath the tree lay a weathered gravestone, its inscription faded with age. Amelia approached cautiously, her heart pounding in her chest as she brushed away the layers of moss that obscured the words. To her horror, she discovered that the grave belonged to a young woman named Evelyn, who had vanished without a trace on a night much like this one, lost to the mists that now enveloped Ravenwood. As she read the words carved into the stone, a chill ran down Amelia's spine, and she felt a presence watching her from the shadows. Before she could react, a voice echoed through the clearing, a haunting melody that sent shivers down her spine. With a sense of growing unease, Amelia turned to flee, but the fog had grown thicker, obscuring her path and trapping her in its icy embrace. Desperate to escape, she stumbled blindly through the darkness, her lantern flickering weakly as the shadows closed in around her. Just when all hope seemed lost, Amelia emerged from the fog, gasping for breath as she collapsed onto the forest floor. The night air was crisp and clear, the moon shining down upon her like a guiding light. As she looked back at the mist-shrouded forest, she knew that she had glimpsed something beyond the realm of mortal understanding, a truth that lurked just beyond the veil of the mist, waiting to be discovered by those brave enough to seek it out. And though the memories of that fateful night would haunt her dreams for years to come, Amelia knew that she had faced the darkness and emerged unscathed, forever changed by the echoes of the mist. In the remote coastal town of Harbor's End, where the sea met the mist-covered cliffs, there existed a tale whispered among the villagers, a tale of the fog that rolled in from the ocean, carrying with it secrets from the depths of the abyss. It was said that on nights when the fog enveloped the town in its chilling embrace, strange occurrences would unfold, and those who dared to venture into its murky depths would be consumed by the shadows that lurked within. Among the inhabitants of Harbor's End was a young fisherman named Samuel, whose family had lived in the town for generations. Despite the warnings of his elders, Samuel felt drawn to the mysteries of the fog, its swirling tendrils beckoning him like a siren's call. One moonless night, as the fog crept ever closer, Samuel set out alone in his small boat, determined to uncover the truth behind the whispers that haunted the mist-shrouded shores. As he navigated through the thick haze, Samuel felt a sense of unease creeping over him, the hairs on the back of his neck standing on end as he strained to pierce the veil of darkness that surrounded him. Suddenly, a faint light appeared in the distance, its glow flickering weakly like a distant star in the night sky. Intrigued, Samuel steered his boat toward the light, his heart pounding in his chest as he drew closer to the source. To his astonishment, he discovered a deserted lighthouse. Standing sentinel on the rocky cliffs, its weathered walls bathed in the ethereal glow of his lantern. With a sense of trepidation, Samuel climbed the crumbling steps to the top, the sound of crashing waves echoing in his ears. As he reached the summit, Samuel was met with a sight that chilled him to the bone. A lone figure standing at the edge of the precipice, its back turned toward him as it gazed out into the swirling mists below. With a sinking feeling in the pit of his stomach, Samuel approached cautiously, his footsteps echoing through the empty chamber. As he drew closer, he realized with horror that the figure was no ordinary man. It was a specter, its form translucent and insubstantial like a wisp of smoke. Before Samuel could react, the specter turned to face him, its eyes burning with an otherworldly light that sent a chill down his spine. With a voice like the howling wind, it spoke, a haunting melody that filled the air with an aura of despair. In a trance-like state, Samuel listened as the specter recounted its tale, a tale of love lost to the sea, of a promise broken and a soul condemned to wander the shores for all eternity. Moved by the specter's plight, Samuel vowed to help it find peace, to break the curse that bound it to the mortal realm. With a sense of purpose burning in his heart, he set out into the fog-shrouded night, determined to uncover the truth behind the lighthouse's dark past. As he delved deeper into the mysteries of Harbor's End, Samuel uncovered secrets long buried beneath the waves, secrets that would shake the foundations of the town and forever alter the course of his destiny. And though the fog still rolled in from the ocean, carrying with it whispers of the past, Samuel knew that he had faced the darkness and emerged victorious, a beacon of hope in a world consumed by shadows.